moved here in February from Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
When we left Pennsylvania, it was rain, sleet, and snow. We got out here the day we drove into Sierra Vista. The temperature was 75 and sunny. So we immediately fell in love with Sierra Vista. Getting old is not for sissies. Back injury. It started when I was a junior in high school. I played basketball. And during a game, I went in for a layup. The guy from the other team undercut me. And I came right down on my tailbone. And of course, being young, you know, it hurt for a day or so and kind of went away. So right after I graduated from high school, I joined the Navy, and it was probably the second best decision I ever made in my life. First one being married to my wife, working with the Navy SEALs, and I was what they call a beach master. I was coming in one day, and we were on a landing craft, and of course we wanted to get in there first and get everything set up from a communication standpoint. And they said, "Okay, go." And I went, and just as I went, a wave came in and pulled the front of the boat, had a ramp that went down. Pulled it up, and I went down, and that hurt. Later on, things started getting worse. I still played softball. I still played basketball and that kind of stuff. But I would have periods where my back would get really, really sore. And then I found out that I had scoliosis of the spine, which is curvature. And periodically, it would just go on me for no reason. You know, I could be sitting down and just get up out of a chair, and it would hit me. And I'd be bent over like that all the way to the left, and could barely walk. And usually it would take me about 3 or 4 days flat on my back to soothe down those muscles and so forth. Then I found out I have Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's has a hell of a lot of side effects. And then I also found out that I had severe arthritis. So the combination of the back issues that I had earlier in life and the arthritis, was part of it settled in my spinal area, lower spine. I always had pain. I went to Desert Sky and told them all the things that were going on. And the first person that I actually dealt with at Desert Sky was Kyle. And so he looked at the x-rays and so forth, and we talked about my history. And Kyle was a really involved person in what was happening to me. So we talked, and he finally said, "Well, I think there's a couple of options. One is to straighten up your spine some." And he said, "What we want to do is a thing called Vertiflex." He says, "We're going to put some wedges in between those 2 pairs of cartilage in your back." And so we made the appointment and so forth. And when I went in for the procedure, I went down, of course, to the surgery center. And they were all ready for me, and they laid me out on the operating table and did the surgery. And I walked out, no problem. And since then, I've talked to Kyle a few times. I've talked to Dr. Corey, and they've been monitoring me, of course. And so I came out of that, and I said, "Oh man, I feel pretty darn good." We were all satisfied with what happened. A lot less pain. The people in the front office at the Desert Sky were terrific. I just can't speak highly enough of the staff, both the administrative staff up front, the assistant staff that works with the doctors in the rooms and also in the surgery. Just superb. You think in a small town like this, there's about 50,000 people here, I guess. You think, well, maybe they don't have the best people. Well, they do. They're really good people. I've been very, very satisfied. Really happy that I went there because it's less pain.
That's good.
I don't like pain.
Yeah.
Kyle, he's a good guy.